Welcome back, YouTube. This is Nerd Pandemic with episode 2 on Nerd World, my Minecraft single-player survival world in vanilla. I think when we last left off, we had just done the flower work around the tree, and we had gotten our sugarcane farm started, which has since grown, and we got these animals penned up, and also a little bit additional sugarcane over here. We now have enough sugarcane to create our enchanting setup. We have enough leather. We'll be able to get enough paper with this. So we're going to get that all set now, and I'll let you guys see my first enchantment. So we are ready to get our enchanting set up now. And I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to show you my first set of enchantments. I've been thinking about it, and I don't necessarily want to bog you guys down with a lot of extraneous details on the, the whole, showing my mining and my gearing up and all that. Like, most people that are watching this, most people that play Minecraft are going to know how to do that. And like, I'm not even trying to do a tutorial series here. I want to come back and show you the neat things that I build, show you my creative process, and really concentrate on the creative aspects of the game rather than the tedium of all the things that go on around that. And I'll, after we get this initial enchanting done, I'll come back and sort this out and decorate it and all that. Let's get our pickaxe in there. We have level 30 enchantments. That's Fortune 2. I want to hold out for Fortune 3, so let's see about enchanting our sword. Unbreaking is good. Except I need one more level. I'm silly. So we're going to wait for nightfall and maybe do some monster hunting to get a few more levels. Or maybe we'll do a little bit of fishing. We'll see. But in the meantime, I want to address something. Do you see this tree? Look at this tree. This tree is pathetic. I was thinking about it, and I just really don't like this tree. I want it to be bigger. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take all the wood that is currently in the tree, and I am going to switch it up and make kind of a thicker trunk. So it's ultimately going to be thicker and taller and more robust. I don't want a 1 block wide trunk. Like, that's a twig compared to what I want this tree to be. And I'm not going to do like a super mega tree, but I do want to have like a real decent sized tree. So we're going to widen this up, and again, I'm not going to show you the entire process of that, but I'm explaining to you how I want to go about it. I still want it to be a bonsai tree, but like with the scale, if we increase the scale, we'll be able to have more. Oh, there's a zombie. We'll be able to have more organic shaping to it. I want subtler curves. I don't want all these right angles. So we'll be able to do more gradual curves and come up, and it'll eventually be large enough to pretty much canopy our entire base area here, which will be nice. That's kind of what I want to go for. A nice tree shelter type of area. So I'm going to hunt some monsters, get some experience, and we'll start on our enchanting after that. And we're back. We survived the night. We got a little bit of leather, and we also got a few new creeper holes. I don't know if I'll do anything with these yet or not, but, those are there. We're going to enchant our first piece of gear. Currently, we have the option of getting Fortune 2 on our pickaxe, but I want to hold out until Fortune 3. I have a couple of books here, though, and I have this grindstone, so I'll be able to enchant at least one thing. Let's see, I don't want quick charge. Unbreaking 3 is okay, especially if it has other enchantments on it, but I don't want to go for that quite yet. That has Fortune 2. Is there a Silk Touch? Fortune 2. How about our fishing rod? Lure 2. Lure 2 wouldn't be bad. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Our first enchantment, Lure 2. Excellent. And then next, Efficiency 4, that's not bad. Sharpness 3, that's not bad. Efficiency 4, and Efficiency 4. So all those are good enchantments for the next one, Sharpness 3. So that means we need to get more levels. And yeah, like I'll just be spending time here enchanting my gear, gaining levels. Maybe I'll do some fishing with the lure in order to gain experience. And we'll see where we're at in a little bit while I just do that kind of grindy part of Minecraft that nobody's really that interested in. And we just got Cover Me with Diamonds. We've got full diamond gear now, ready to go enchant it. Probably need to earn some experience first, but it's nighttime now, so there's probably a bunch of monsters up there right at the moment. There was at one point where I went down a tunnel and there was a single diamond ore block for me to mine. That's it. But I've got Fortune 3 now, so I got like 2 diamonds out of it. And then I found a nice 8 ore vein and got 23 diamonds out of it, so that was pretty nice. That was like almost max diamonds. And that allowed me to go ahead and get my diamond gear. Maybe I'll just time lapse me hunting monsters for now. Oh my, that's a lot of zombies. Die! There's gonna be a creeper behind me, watch. Just gonna sneak up on me. Well, at least none of my equipment got destroyed. I think I just fill this back up with dirt and recreate the path. I really should work on lighting this place up and at least creating a border around my base in general so like when I go hunting, I don't have to worry about a bunch of spawns just kind of in here. And you know, some sort of spawner would be nice to get more like faster experience. But like once everything's initially enchanted, it's not really gonna have a whole lot of use anymore, other than like maybe some materials. My favorite spawner to find is a skeleton spawner for the bone meal and all that. There's the beginning of our bonsai tree, our larger bonsai tree. It's just a little wooden nub right now so far, but we'll get there. So this is our haul so far from the strip mining project. Lots of redstone, lots of coal, lots of lapis, importantly. I've even had to repair this iron pickaxe once. It's got efficiency 3 and unbreaking 3 on it. Because I didn't want to use up a bunch on my Fortune 3 diamond pickaxe. I just wanted to use that for diamond, redstone, and lapis. Not just for like getting through the mine itself. Knockback, no. Unbreaking, no. Thorns, no. Protection, maybe. Unbreaking, no. Silk touch on a shovel? Yeah, okay. I guess. Not bad. Let's see, what do we got coming up next? The helmet can get respiration. But the pants can get protection 4. So we'll save up for the pants next. Do you like how I've expanded the wheat farm? I think it looks nice around this little pond here. Oh boy, have I had a busy day. But we've gotten a lot of work done. In real life, in the real world, I've had to run a few errands. I spent several hours with my son. And I'm actually packing for a tour that I'm going on this weekend. It's currently Thursday, almost midnight, almost Friday. I'll be leaving early in the morning, but I wanted to update on what I've been working on in my limited spare time. As you can see, we've got a lot going on with the bonsai tree. And we've also we've got our pants enchanted right now. We are getting a little low on durability, so I might either need to mine some diamonds or I might need to just bite the bullet and go mess with the villagers, try to find them again, and get some mending books. And also maybe seek out a dungeon of some sort, because that's our best chance of finding some sort of spawner. I know I said that there wasn't a whole lot of point in creating some sort of experience farm and a spawner. Like, I was going to wait until I could make an Enderman farm, because those are so much more efficient and you can do it pretty much anywhere in the end. But it's so tedious starting up without those things. I want to really get this series going. I want to get my stuff enchanted so I can go to the Nether and fight the Ender Dragon and fight the Wither and do all that fun stuff. And so we can, get our shulker boxes, get our elytra, and get really building. I've been harvesting a lot of spruce for this tree build. As you can see over here, we've kind of dotted the landscape with a lot of spruce trees just here and there. There's still some saplings that have yet to grow, but I've started clearing out the brush from this area. I really like this area right here. What I'm thinking I want to do is maybe some sort of lake, because I'm thinking our causeway that'll go to our little mountain village that we're going to make. It's going to go straight through here. The mountains are right back here, and just imagine this nice thick road going along some lakeside farmland, and our mine is right down there. We can make a really nice entrance little side road down to it right there. Our road would go straight back here. Maybe have a little bridge action going over here. I've taken out a couple of chunks of dirt here just so we can have some natural water flow going down the landscape. And then we'll go straight back here, past this sheep, and we'll create, maybe we'll have it curved downward and create a stairwell going up here so we can go straight back to where our big mountain village is going to be. What do you think? But yeah, I like that idea. Things are starting to come together. We're starting to get more ideas, more creative flow and creative energy going on, and that's really exciting. So I want to get geared up and get all those knickknacks and things that we need in order to facilitate that. And we'll also need the creeper farm and the iron golem farm as well. So what I think I'm gonna do is maybe finish up this tree build, this first phase of the tree build, and then we'll be decorating it with oak leaves. So we'll need to start growing some more oak. And then we'll go and mess with the villagers, get mending. We did spot a couple of ravines out this way that might have had some dungeons in them a while back. So we might go look into those for maybe an experience farm or something that we can make real quick. Just something real. It doesn't necessarily have to be super efficient. Like, it can just be a zombie farm that drops zombies down on our heads. So that we can enchant up all our gear a little bit faster without having to roam around each night and hunt monsters in a less than ideal manner. And we're back. We've made a lot of progress. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Isn't it beautiful? We've got all those leaves up there. We've got some nice lantern action going on and some flowers. I just got back from a big weekend in Davenport, Iowa, doing a show, and I'm ready to get back in the game. It is currently Monday evening. I've done some chores around the house after I got back, unpacked a little bit, did some dishes, did a lot of traveling and such. So I'm pretty tired, but I want to get this video done for you so it can be out on time on Sunday. I believe no additional enchantments right now because we've just been working on this. But I did go and mend a bunch of my stuff just by spending the experience. That's why my levels are lower. And so now I think we're going to gear up and go find that village. Got a bit of a high point here. Let's see if we can see anything. Nothing yet. When we find the village, I think I would like to get them to safety, but I don't have enough iron to really justify making a ton of iron for tracks, but that still might be the way we go. Yeah, I still haven't written down the coordinates for my base. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just, risk it all every time I go out on an adventure. But once I get an ender chest, that should probably improve things a little bit. In case I ever do get lost, I'll have some supplies that I can utilize at least. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a whole brand new village, or maybe we'll find the one that we came across before in the first episode. See if I can spot anything. Nothing yet. There's an oak forest over there. It looks like so. I don't think it was. I think it was deeper into the spruce forest, the village that we found. So we'll go this way and see if we get lucky. Oh no, I'm already lost again. I think I remember seeing the village also by some small mountains, maybe. Yeah, I don't think we went in the direction of the village. I think we're not going to find it on this run. So let's follow our torches back. We'll start from back closer at the base. Get our respawn point set at the base again. I've been following this torch trail, and I got turned around a couple of times, and now I'm not sure if I'm even going the right direction on it. Okay, I think we're on the right track for getting back to our base at least. Still need to find a village. And we're back at the tree. It's a bit of a journey. I actually fell asleep last night in the middle of trying to get back here at my desk even. Left the thing recording, left OBS recording. I was real tired. It was probably a little ambitious for me to try and find the village in that mental state. But, so we're going to try again. Wasn't in this exact direction. We'll try hopping over these mountains over here and seeing if the village might be in that direction. We're on top of a mountain here. Beautiful sunset. I wonder if we go a little bit this way, if we might be able to see the village. Also, meat. I have a hunch it might be in this direction somewhere. This feels accurate. I've been wrong before, though. I think in the beginning we might have jumped over a ravine. I could just go look at the first episode and find out from there. I think I cut out a lot of that footage between finding the village and finding the plains biome, but I still had the recordings. If I really needed to, I could go look, but I want to try and do this the old-fashioned way. And there's another plains biome. I think I'm already lost, though. The village was definitely in the spruce forest somewhere. Oh, there's one. It's not the same village, I don't think, but it's a village, so that'll work. And I think I have a pretty good idea of how to get back. So let's go check this place out. This is a pleasant little village. This is a blacksmith, right? There doesn't seem to be a whole lot in here, but got a farmer at least. Maybe we can get some carrots and stuff. Alright, so I'm going to try to find my way back to the base and see about creating some sort of pathway back here. We'll see how that works out. I think it's a fairly straightforward path. Be nice to do like a nice little bridge path through here. Maybe go bam, bam, bam that way. It could make sense to make some additional farmland out this direction along the pathway that we're going to build. Because, we could eventually turn this into a whole city. I really love large-scale builds. Especially when they develop over time. But I think a good way to path it is if we continue along the intersection of the oak and spruce forest. That's a pretty direct and easily discernible path between the village and our base. Here's the plains biome here, so let's see if we can find our base. There's some vines at least. Yeah. We got a tiny bit of swamp here. More that way. So maybe our base is over this direction. Yeah, a lot of different biomes out here, so that's great. We'll have access to a lot of different things, and I bet on the edge of that swamp in one direction is probably a desert maybe, because that tends to be pretty common. Boy, have I been busy. So I did end up finding a path to that village, and here it is. We've started the causeway, the main road that's going to go to that mountainous region, the mountain village, and it turns out that village in the other plains biome is just on the other side of this mountain range, pretty much almost in a straight line. So I just and I found that out luckily because I decided to just bore straight through. As you can see, I've done a nice little bit of excavating, a 3x3 tunnel. And this will eventually get all decorated. But we'll go through here and I'll show you what's going on. Alright, so we popped out here, come down here, and just basically straight back. There's a little bit of our torch trail. Go straight back and we find the village in the plains biome. Now, I still want to do that cool little bridge action over in that other part of the mountainous region over here in this direction, I think it is. Or it's right here. So we're going to continue building this road. We're going to do a real simple version first. We're going to build this road and do like a rising bridge over to this mountain, and then to this mountain, and then to that mountain, and then it's going to angle back over to that opening in the cave that we made, the tunnel. As the road develops, I'm going to detail the bridge. I'm going to make this a nice bridge, probably a wooden one in the end, and we'll have farms and other villages and marketplaces all along this road. You know how a society might spring up around a major point of access or around major resources out in the past, and that's the progress we've made so far. Again, we're continuing to enchant. We've got our chest plate enchanted. Check the boots. Protection 4, not bad. Feather falling 3, I would be happy with that. Let's go ahead and grab that. Got fire protection and feather falling. That'll be good for the nether. And I've also been thinking about how I'm going to inevitably transport the villagers. We do have a lot of redstone, and we have a fair bit of gold. We could make powered rails, and we have lots of iron. We could make powered rails and just like bite the bullet and do the tedious task of transporting them over here for a safe spot, or even at least as far as where the mountainside village is going to be. I could like build an initial breeding house for the villagers there, like maybe make it a town hall style. Just something real simple into the face of the mountain where I can store them, keep them safe from zombies and stuff. And I can, instead of creating a carrot farm to breed them like one normally might, I would just breed them manually, take one baby villager out at a time, turn it into a librarian, get some mending, stuff like that. Get a Fletcher so I can trade sticks for emeralds. And that'll be a good source of experience as well for now. Question is, where would our town hall be? I think this is a decent area. This could be like, if it's a large town hall, we could have the foundation come up from this nice little pit in the ground. Maybe incorporate some sort of waterfalls even. And it could be like on a bridge suspended over the water or something. That could be pretty neat. And then maybe have a portion that goes deeper into the mountain eventually if we want. Because again, like I want to create lots of stories around this build. So maybe our town hall will go right here, and then we'll have villager houses with free roaming villagers around here, because I think it would create a nicer environment. So what that would require eventually is creating walls all along here. Make sure it's well lit so we don't get any random zombie spawns. Make some sort of wall, at least up to the point of the road. So it encompasses a town hall, this area right here. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be pretty labor intensive, and it probably won't be done for several episodes, if not several dozen. It'll definitely help once we get shulker boxes and elytra, though. But like I said, for now we will do the town hall here. We'll make it a real simple build. Add some waterfall, make it a nice environment. I want the place to be enchanting, and go from there. Well, it's time to get some new sheep. Thanks, dog. So we are going to tame that dog and get him to sit, and we are going to, let's see, you tame dogs with bones, right? And we're going to kind of cut off some of those ledges over there, so that mobs can't get into the sheep pen anymore, because obviously that was a problem. I hope I can find more. But now we need to go find some more sheep. Kind of a little bit of a detour from our current project. I did get the house, the little town hall started. I'll show you guys that later. Yeah, I came over and I'm like, why are all the sheep dead? And I spotted the dog and I was like, alright, that should be good. Alright, we've got our initial pathway made to this village. Let me show it to you guys. Obviously, it's not super pretty right now. This is purely functional. We will eventually make it like a nice long footpath. For now, it'll be rails once I get those made. And then once I get at least 2 villagers transported, those will be taken out. And I'll eventually decorate this into a more decorative transportation road like you would find like in maybe a fantasy world. So, and I've clear cut a lot of the trees. Took me hours. Maybe have the road go down here. Have another nice little lake here. Maybe even a a lake in the middle, and then just surround it by like carrots and potatoes and stuff. Because we'll need lots of carrots for village breeding. Like I said in the first episode, I want to be a better builder. So I'm gonna look up some design ideas and decide on a palette eventually, but that'll probably be a few episodes down the line, because I'd like the town hall and the mountain village to be a consistent palette, and I'd like a pretty consistent, or at least complementary palette, block palette throughout the most of the server. Here's where the villagers will preside. We're gonna breed them manually with carrots and get the babies in a boat and stuff. Villagers can't open gates, right? I hope not. We'll see. I'm going to go make some minecart tracks and some powered rails and some mine carts, and we'll get to transporting those villagers. Once I get that set up, I'll be back with you guys. All right, it took several hours of extra mining to get more gold and more iron for these rails, but we finally have the track done. For the most part. Now we're going to ride the struggle bus trying to get these villagers wrangled into some mine carts so that we can get them over to that little base over there. Oh no. But yeah, everyone knows that villagers are a pain and they'll probably die at some point, but we'll do our best. Once they get to that redstone, they should pop right up. And we're on our way. Now we gotta chase them. Make sure they don't die. Now the question is, will these villagers breed while they're in minecarts? That's something I've always wondered. I've never tested it out, but now is a good a day as any. I'm going to grab more carrots. That should be enough. I think the limit is that I think what they need to have in their inventory in order to breed is 12 carrots each. So we'll give this guy some carrots. How do you like those? Oh, there we go. Excellent. We have a little baby villager. There we go. And I think that should be a pretty good system for us, to be honest. So we have our very first villager. Now I need to figure out where to put him, what his first job's going to be, probably a librarian, or maybe even a Fletcher, so I can start trading all these, this massive amount of sticks I have access to with all that wood that I gathered, for some emeralds. We'll keep pumping villagers out of these guys, get a small trading hall together so that we can start getting emeralds, and then we'll start getting a few librarians and get some better enchantments for our gear. And then it's off to the nether. So we're off to the races now. Things are going really well. I haven't died in a long time, so that's great. But yeah, we'll be right back. Progress has been made. As you can see, all our gear is enchanted right now, and we have mending on everything. I just have one more pickaxe that I need to enchant, because I like to have a spare. And then what else I'm going to do, we have one more baby villager that we've got already spawned over there. And I want to make it into an Unbreaking 3 librarian, because a lot of our stuff didn't proc the Unbreaking 3 enchantment. Our sword we got really lucky on. The only thing we've added on there for a book was looting and mending. So we got the knockback 2, sharpness 4, unbreaking 3, sweeping edge 3. That's been really useful. We just killed a bunch of chickens to get some feathers, and we killed some cows, got 2 stacks of steak. Those are cooking up right now. So we are almost ready to go to the nether. All right, we are fully geared up and mostly enchanted. We've got the extra pickaxe, with efficiency 5 even. We've got a kick-ass sword, some good armor. We've got the infinity bow even. You even got flame on it and unbreaking 3, and then I added the power 5 bow I already had. That was a pretty lucky enchantment. And you know, it's funny. This has been a heck of a grind this week making this episode. Hopefully, it won't be so labor intensive in the future. But I spent several nights just running around these plains, killing monsters. There's a bunch of creeper holes here and there, from ones that I just missed, like that one right there. And on the last night that I had to grind, I found a double spider spawner, a cave spider spawner, in this direction in a dungeon. Remember that dungeon that we found in the ravine? I decided to go and explore it, and pretty much right at the entrance, there's a double spider spawner. So maybe we'll go utilize that in the future, but for now, we don't really need it anymore. So that's a little bit of a waste. If I had just gone down there in the beginning, I could have probably saved like 3 days of real time on this. But now we are fully kitted out to go to the nether. We've got our flint and steel. We have some gravel for lava pits. We have some cobblestone for getting across chasms. We have some ender pearls for getting across chasms. We should stock up on food, but I think we got plenty in stock. What we are going to do in the nether is we are going to get blaze powder, blaze rods. We're going to find another fortress, maybe even build a second gate by there. At that point, I'll be looking at coordinates, so that I can build, so I can link up a second nether portal right near the fortress, because we'll be going back there later on in order to get skulls for the wither and so on and so forth, and more blaze powder for Eyes of Ender and stuff like that. But right now, we need those. We need that blaze powder to make Eyes of Ender, so that we can get to the end. That'll be our next stop after the nether. We're gonna go defeat the dragon, and then after that, we'll get our elytra, and we'll get some shulker boxes, and then we'll probably fight the wither. So yeah, like I said, that was a heck of a grind. I am ready to be done with this episode and start the editing process, get it onto YouTube. I hope you're enjoying it, and let's get into our gate. I think this is a nice place for a gate. What do you think? And let's light it up. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I hope you join me for the next episode, and here we go.